Hello and a very warm welcome to vpod.ai. I'm Mike.
And I'm Susan.
You can sponsor this podcast for just $25. Your message will be featured across major platforms like Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, Spotify, and more. If you're interested, visit vpod.ai to get started today.
So I want to start with a very specific image today.
Right.
I think everyone listening will recognize this. You know that feeling when you're walking out of a gym, or maybe you're rushing through an airport? You're tired, low on energy, and then you see it.
The beacon of hope.
Yes, the juice bar, the brightly lit menu. You step up, you order something called like the Super Green Vitality Blast.
Oh, the immunity shield. Always something's about shields.
Exactly. It costs you about $15. It's the size of a bucket, and it's this vibrant, almost radioactive green color.
And as you're walking away sipping it, you feel righteous.
Oh, absolutely righteous. I feel like I am literally drinking health. I feel superior, to the guy eating the bagel next to me. It's the ultimate badge of I have my life together. It really is. The green smoothie has become this universal symbol for modern wellness. It's what we call the health halo in a cup.
Health halo. I like that. But I get the feeling, based on what we're looking at today, that my halo might be slipping a little bit.
It might be slipping a lot, actually. In fact, some of the information we have suggests that that glow of virtue is scientifically very complicated.
Oh.
There's this massive paradox at the heart of the smoothie. We see them as the ultimate nutritional shortcut, a way to inject vitamins without the hassle of chewing.
Right.
But if you look at the biochemistry, what actually happens to fruit when you pulverize it, that green drink can end up looking a lot more like a sugary soda to your body.
That has a terrifying sentence. You're saying my kale mango blend is basically like a cola to my metabolism?
In terms of the speed of sugar delivery and the insulin response? Yeah, pretty much. It's a classic case where the natural label hides a chemical reality.
Okay, so today we need to dismantle that halo a little. We have to unpack the chemistry of blending, this idea of free sugars I keep seeing, and why drinking an orange is just biologically different from eating one.
Precisely. And we also need to talk about the teeth, because the dental impact of the smoothie habit is something almost no one talks about, and it is startling.
I was honestly shocked when I read that part. But let's start in the kitchen, or I guess the lab. Let's talk about the chemistry of it all.
Let's do it.
To me, a blender is just a tool. It's a fast knife. I put a banana in, some berries, an apple, press a button, it chops it up. It's still the same ingredients. So why does that change anything?
It all comes down to structure. In nutrition, we always focus on the what, the vitamins, the calories, but we ignore the how. The physical structure of the food you eat matters a lot.
Okay.
So when you eat a whole piece of fruit, like an apple, the sugars are locked inside the plant's cellular matrix. They're literally contained within cell walls made of fiber.
So they're packaged. It's like a little sugar prison.
That's a great way to think of it. It's nature's slow release capsule. Your digestive system has to do the work. It has to break down those walls to get to the sugar. It's a gradual process.
And the blender shortcuts that.
It doesn't just shortcut it, it obliterates it. Those high-speed blades rupture the cell walls completely. It takes what we call intrinsic sugar, the safe packaged stuff, and turns it into extrinsic or free sugar.
Free sugar. That sounds like a good thing, like free wifey. But I'm guessing in biology it's not.
Not for your pancreas, no. Once those sugars are freed from the fiber, they're exposed. When you drink that smoothie, there's no breakdown required. That sugar hits your stomach and is absorbed into your bloodstream almost instantly.
So, to my body, is there a difference between the free sugar from my blended mango and the sugar I'd spoon into my coffee?
Once it hits the bloodstream, no. Your body doesn't know the moral history of that sugar molecule.
Doesn't check its ID card. Oh, you're from a mango. Come on in.
Exactly. It doesn't know it came from a healthy fruit. It just sees a massive spike in glucose, and it treats it very similarly to how it treats honey or syrup or just plain table sugar.
Wow. That's the part that just feels so wrong. We're taught fruit is good, so processed fruit must be fast good. But you're saying the delivery system changes everything.
Completely. And the consequences of that rapid spike are well documented. Consistently spiking your blood sugar like that is directly linked to weight gain, insulin resistance, and an increased risk of type 2 diabetes.
And heart disease, right? That came up too.
Yes, circulatory issues as well. And again, this is coming from a product that's often marketed as the heart-healthy choice.
The irony. We're drinking something to be heart healthy that might be stressing our heart because of the sugar.
And it's not just the chemistry, it's the physics of it, the volume.
The speed of consumption.
Right. There's a classic analogy here, the four oranges problem. Have you heard of it?
I haven't, but I'm ready. Let's hear it.
Imagine I put four large oranges in front of you right now. I tell you to peel them, segment them, and chew and swallow every single piece.
Okay, I'm visualizing that. That's a chore. That's a lot of chewing.
It takes time. Your jaw works. By the time you get to the third orange, what is your body telling you?
It's telling me to stop. It's saying, we're good. We have enough oranges. I'd probably tap out. 4 oranges is a meal.
Exactly. You get tired of eating. Your brain gets signals from your gut saying, okay, we're full.
Right.
Now take those same 4 oranges, juice them, pour it into a glass. How long does it take you to drink that?
Oh, gone. 60 seconds. Less if I'm thirsty.
And do you feel full afterwards?
Not really. I'd probably be looking for a muffin to go with it.
That is the danger. We call it portion distortion. Liquid simply does not trigger the same satiety signals, that feeling of fullness that solid food does.
It's stealth calories. You're bypassing the body's security system.
And the industry knows this. Think about the serving sizes. This is where it gets really painful. When you look at guidelines from health organizations, do you know what the recommended serving size for a smoothie actually is?
I'm almost afraid to guess. It's not the 24-ounce cup I see at the cafe, is it?
It is 150 milliliters.
150. That's tiny. That's like a small glass of wine.
It is a very small glass,
All right.
about 5 fluid ounces.
But if you go to a shop, the small size is usually 300 or 400 milliliters.
Yeah.
The large is half a liter.
Precisely. So when you buy that standard size, you're inadvertently consuming double, triple, sometimes quadruple the recommended sugar limit in a single go.
So I'm sitting there sipping my mega antioxidant blast, feeling like a fitness god, but I've just downed 3 days worth of fruit sugar in a format my body can't handle.
And we haven't even touched on the additives. In a shop bought one, it's rarely just fruit and water. They often use fruit juice concentrates.
Which is just fancy syrup.
Essentially, it's boiled down fruit sugar. So you get the free sugars from the blending, plus concentrated sugars on top.
This feels like a betrayal. I used to rely on this for my 5 a day. I thought, okay, life's busy. I put a banana, strawberry, spinach, and apple, some juice in a blender. Boom, that's 5. I've hacked the system.
The urge to hack biology is very strong, isn't it? We love efficiency.
So, break the bad news. Does my super blend count as 5?
It does not. No matter how many different fruits you throw in there, and no matter how large the glass is, that drink counts as exactly 1 portion of your 5 a day.
Just 1, even if I put the entire produce aisle in there.
Just 1.
That feels like a technicality. Why is it capped?
It's back to the free sugars and the fiber destruction. The 5 a day idea isn't just about vitamins, it's about the package they come in. When you turn it into a slurry, you've compromised the nutritional integrity so much that the guidelines cap it.
So trying to hack nutrition backfired. I'm getting all the sugar spike and only 20% of the credit.
That is a very accurate summary.
Okay, I want to pivot to something that actually surprised me the most. We worry about our waistlines, we worry about diabetes, but we rarely think about our teeth with these things.
This is a huge issue. Dentists have been sounding the alarm on this for years. Smoothies and juices are a major cause of dental decay and acid erosion.
Is that just the sugar or something else?
The sugar is part of it, yes. But the immediate threat is the acid. Fruits, especially citrus, berries, apples, are highly acidic. When you drink them, you're bathing your teeth in acid. This softens the enamel. It's called an acid attack.
Acid attack. That's a terrifying phrase.
It's accurate. Your enamel temporarily softens. Now, the body has a defense for this. It's called saliva.
Spit saves the day.
It really does. Saliva neutralizes acid. But here's the catch. Do you know what triggers saliva production? Primarily, yes. The physical act of chewing. When you chew solid food, your salivary glands go into overdrive. But when you drink...
It bypassed the chew.
Exactly. You swallow quickly. You don't produce that protective surge of saliva,
No.
So the acid just lingers.
And this gets worse with how people actually drink them, right? The desk sipper.
Oh, the desk sipper is the dentist's nightmare.
I am so guilty of this. I buy a smoothie at 9 a.m., put it next to my laptop, and I nurse it for 2 hours.
That is the absolute worst method.
Why is sipping worse than just chugging it?
Because of the pH recovery time. Every time you take a sip, you start a new acid attack. If you drink it all at once, your saliva can eventually recover the balance. But if you sip every 10 minutes...
I'm reattacking my teeth over and over.
You're keeping your mouth in a state of permanent acidity. The enamel never gets a chance to reharden. You're basically marinating your teeth.
That's a horrible image, marinating my teeth. So there's a timing strategy here.
Yes. The golden rule is if you must have a smoothie, drink it at mealtimes.
Treat it as part of lunch, not as a snack.
Exactly. Because when you're eating lunch, you're chewing. That chewing stimulates the saliva we need. It helps protect your teeth from the smoothie you're washing it down with.
That is such a specific, actionable tip. Drink it with food. Don't use it as the food.
Correct. And use a straw if you can.
Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground. Free sugars, the volume problem, the 5-a-day cap, the dental erosion. I feel like we've done a good job demonizing the smoothie.
We have been a bit harsh.
But I don't want people to feel like they have to throw their blenders away. Is there a middle ground? Can we fix this?
We absolutely can. The goal isn't to ban smoothies. It's about modifying how we use them.
Okay, give us the playbook. How do we do it wisely?
Rule number 1, homemade is king.
Control the supply chain.
Yes. The shop-bought ones are sugar bombs. At home, you control what goes in, you can keep the skin on things, you can avoid juice concentrates.
And I guess you can add other things. My smoothies are usually just fruit, and more fruit.
This is crucial. Don't just make it a fruit bomb. Add fats and proteins, a scoop of Greek yogurt, some nut butter, flax seeds, even avocado.
Avocado in a smoothie.
Makes it incredibly creamy. But more importantly, fat and proteins slow down how quickly the smoothie leaves your stomach. They buffer the sugar absorption. It reduces that big insulin spike.
So adding some protein powder isn't just for muscle, it's metabolic protection.
Exactly. Rule number 2, watch the portion.
150 milliliter reality.
If that looks pitifully small, it does, you can bulk it out with water or a lot of ice. You get the feeling of a large drink without the huge sugar load.
Or share it.
Yes, social solution, split it with a friend, or put half in the fridge for tomorrow. We have to break the mindset that one bottle equals one serving.
Right. And finally, you mentioned the difference between hunger and thirst.
This is the most simple check. Before you blend, just ask yourself, am I hungry or am I thirsty?
And if I'm just thirsty?
Drink water, tea, coffee. Don't drink a smoothie for thirst. A smoothie is liquid food. It's calorie dense. You wouldn't eat a steak because you were thirsty.
And definitely would not.
So don't drink a smoothie unless you actually need the energy.
That reframing is really helpful. I used to think of it as a beverage. You're saying I should think of it as liquid pasta.
Think of it as a dense meal that happens to be pourable. Treat it with that same respect. You wouldn't graze on pasta for 3 hours at your desk. Don't do it with a smoothie.
No grazing on liquid pasta.
Yeah.
Got it. That's going to stick with me.
Good.
So let's wrap this up. What's the one big takeaway you want people to have?
For me, it's the concept of structure. We need to respect the structure of food. The cell wall, the fiber matrix, it's there for a reason. It regulates how our bodies process energy. When we destroy that for convenience, we pay a metabolic price.
For me, it was the 5-a-day cap. The idea that you can pack a blender full and only get 1 point is a massive reality check.
Yeah.
And that 150 milliliter serving size, I'm going to look at those giant airport cups very differently now.
The smoothie isn't evil, but it isn't a magic wand.
Before we go, I want to leave everyone with a final thought to mull over. We touched on this idea of hacking our diet.
Yes, I think this whole topic raises a bigger question. We are constantly trying to engineer shortcuts. We want to drink our food because chewing takes too long.
But we can't outsmart our own evolution.
Exactly. Our bodies are ancient. They are designed for the slow food process. They expect us to chew to digest slowly. So the question is the convenience of sipping your breakfast really worth the disconnect it creates with your own biology? Maybe we just need to slow down and actually eat the orange.
Chew your food, folks. Old advice, but it checks out.
Thanks so much for listening. Hopefully your next trip to the juice bar will be a little more informed. We'll catch you on the next one.
Goodbye.
See ya.